Hey guys, my name is Tolo and this is the first in a series of videos in which I want to show you how to play Mech in LOTV. A short introduction so that you know that I know what I'm talking about. I started playing at Wings of Liberty release with no prior experience in competitive games. Soon I saw some games of Goody and I thought that's something I want to do too. Since then I play only Mech. In LOTV I'm consistently mid-master. The background video is from my stream, which you can check out if you want, but be warned, I speak German most of the time on my stream. The link is in the description. So, why do I make this video? Mech in LOTV is really unpopular, especially in higher leagues, so there are really few opportunities for Mech players to learn properly. Normally I would say to become better, just look at casts, player streams and replays, but especially in tournaments you don't really see Mech games. I'll try to make a video on a specific topic regarding Mech once a week, for example on build orders or specific situations like how to break contains in TVT. This is the introductory video to the series, so I'll tackle the basics in this video. I'll start with the question, what is Mech actually? Mech is a playstyle for Terran and a general term for unit compositions that build the core of their army from the factory. The term was coined in Starcraft 1 or Brood War. I don't really know because I haven't played those games. And back then described the playstyle using vultures, Goliaths and tanks as general army, and science vessels and waves as support. Now in LOTV, there are way more units in the factory, so Mech unit compositions are way more diverse. In my videos I will mostly cover tank-based Mech, as it's for me the most fun and in my opinion the real Mech playstyle. Mech stands in contrast to the other Terran playstyles Bio, which uses barracks units as core army, and Sky Terran, which uses starport units as core army. Note that I always said core army, as every Terran playstyle needs support from the other production facilities. For example, a Bio player will always build Medivacs, and a Sky Terran player will build Hellions as a mineral dump. With Mech, you need Vikings as anti-air or Ghosts as anti-spellcasters. So, what characterizes Mech? Generally, Mech playstyles are slow, strong and very efficient in big fights, and late game oriented. Mechanics like macro, micro, especially multitasking aren't that important for Mech. Understanding the game is the most important point for a Mech player. It's not to say that mechanics aren't important, but they aren't the be-all, end-all, as opposed to, for example, Bio, which is really dependent on the mechanics. Mech armies are strong in big numbers, because most of the units deal splash damage, which scales better than single target damage. As such, the late mid game is the point when Mech really excels. Unfortunately, in late game, the opponent will have most of the hard counters to Mech, so you will need to switch to Sky Terran in late game, which is much stronger at that point. The positive thing is, if you switch to Sky Terran and the map is split, so that both players have the same amount of resources, the Mech player will win nearly always. It's getting there, which is the hard part. There are a couple of disadvantages when playing Mech. For one, your army will be very slow. That implies that the opponent can abuse this and, for example, drop where your army can't defend. Also, it's nearly impossible to chase a retreating army, and if you're attacking, can't easily move back. To negate this disadvantage, you have to play foresightful and anticipate when he will attack and when you are able to move out. Another disadvantage is that Mech units are very gas heavy and slow to build, so it takes a long time to build an army. And when you lose it, you are way behind if you didn't do enough damage. Also, the strength of Mech is really map dependent. If you play on a good map, it might actually be better to play Mech. If you play on a bad map, you're at a big disadvantage. Mech units are very specialized, so you are prone to tech switches. For example, if you didn't scout their Muta switch in TVZ and you have no Thors, you are pretty much dead. So I hope I could give you a good general overview on what Mech is. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing or giving a thumb up. If you didn't like it, please comment on why you didn't like it. I plan on making one of these videos once a week. Thanks for watching and until next time.